Hi, this is Kelsey, and I just wanted to record a short video because I was talking to a client today, and as part of that, we talked about food as medicine. And I'd have the perfect example about how food can be medicine and how we have the power to be our own self-healers by honestly looking at what we're doing and the effects that it's having. And so we're talking about when we have too much fire, too much heat in the body, then we start to get symptoms like loose stools, or we start to have symptoms like green colored or yellow colored elimination. And in that case, we need to look back and say, okay, where was I having too much sour? So sour being pickled, vinegar, fermented things. Where was I having too much hot, spicy? Hot ginger, chili peppers, onion, garlic, those types of things. Garam masala is another common one that's actually pretty heating. Chili peppers. And then we look at that and we start to reduce it. Salt is another one that's pretty heating as well. And I was able to give an example from my own life right now because I have a sore throat, a little bit of a sore throat. And the sore throat comes from excess pitta and excess heat. And I just moved recently, so I have new supplies. I'm working with new ginger, I'm working with new salt. And so I got this sore throat, and then I have to just look and see, okay, so in my cooking, where am I using too much heat? So I probably am using a little bit more salt than I need to be. The ginger is definitely a little hotter, and I can reduce that for sure. And by doing that, then I get to create a change in how I feel. And again, as that fire element reduces and I continue to operate then with this new consciousness that, okay, you know, that amount of salt is a little bit too much. That amount of ginger is a little bit too much. Then I get to operate from the foundation of knowing what is a balanced amount for me. And so it's this continual refinement process of looking at the symptoms that we're having and the actions that we're taking, because it's all cause and effect. And I don't have to ever have another sore throat again. If I start to have excess salt or excess ginger, then I very well may have this happen again. But I also, again, don't have to. And that's a really freeing thing. And that's when we start to tap into ourselves as our own healers. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that. It was just a really fun consultation, just talking about these cause and effects and how we get to change our experiences. And another notable aspect too is that it's not just the physical that changes, but the mental and emotional. And so our personality can change, and it will change as we balance the doshas or as we balance the elements that are most present in us. And so the pitta is the fire and the water. And when it's high, then we tend to be impatient, we anger easily, we get resentful. And, most of us don't really enjoy being that way so much. We don't like losing our tempers with our spouses or our children. And we get to change. Our personality actually changes. And so, for example, with this client, as the pitta calms down, then she's going to have more balanced elimination. That's one of the indicators of good health, is what's happening with the quantity, quality, and color of the elimination. And she's also going to start to experience herself differently with her children. And that's a really beautiful, beautiful thing, because again, human relationships are one of the most valuable things that we have, and how we learn a lot about ourselves. So I hope that you're having a beautiful day, and more next time. Namaste.